there's been a lot of Kid Cudi talk.
Yes, sir.
There's a serious part and a not so serious part, but I guess the first part is the actual case. Puff's lawyers want the Kid Cudi testimony taken out. And as somebody who is appalled by Diddy and appalled by this whole story, I feel bad, but they right.
They wrong.
They're wrong.
What's it based on?
What?
You think Diddy's lawyers are wrong?
Yes. I
Tell me why.
I think
Why do they want to wait? Hold on. Why do they want to remove?
Okay, they want Kid Cudi's testimony removed because they said it's all speculation.
True.
Okay.
He didn't actually witness anything. How do you know Puff came in your house and opened your gifts, locked the dog up? How do you know he was the one behind whatever happened to your car?
Some diabolical
like you
shit.
didn't see him, you have no proof it's him.
This is exactly what his team said.
Okay.
Kid Cudi.
Glasses on.
Right, I know. Kid Cudi's speculation about Combs' involvement had minimal probative value, whereas the danger of unfair prejudice, particularly since he was opening about ultimate issue as to which he was the alleged victim, whether Combs was guilty of arson or one of the charged racketeering acts, was great.
I think the point is, during testimony, object to this shit.
Exactly. I've been in the court where it's hearsay, speculation, objection, and they'll beat that whole fucking argument up. Basically,
kill him on the cross.
Yo, they allowed pictures to be shown of a car that got burnt up to influence the jury. Motherfucker, who burnt your car up? Prove that I burnt your car up.
And in Cudi's testimony, he says he met with Puff at some Soho House. He met with Puff there. They had a conversation, and he was like, "Yo, but about my car." Puff's response was, "What car?"
Yeah.
So even if I'm the lawyer, my client didn't even know what the fuck you was talking about. Even when you talked to him, he didn't know.
But then a couple of years ago, he stated that him and Puff ran into each other again. And
sorry
Puff,
for all that shit.
And Puff was remorseful.
Just said, "I'm sorry for all that shit."
Yes.
Yeah, he was fucking my
that
girl.
is hearsay.
It's not hearsay, but I get your point. It has limited value.
All right.
It's not hearsay because he told him directly.
He told him directly. It's not hearsay. But when you saying, "Yo, he came in my house and did this to my car,"
yeah.
What? I mean, he unwrapped my gifts. He turned my alarm off.
I know I shouldn't find that funny.
He put my dog in the bathroom. You can't prove Puff did none of that shit or even ordered it done. Maybe behind closed doors, we might think that he did, but you can't prove that.
Yeah, known and proven it is two different
things. It's two totally different things, and you influence the jury and you influence the public by saying I did all these things.
But that's why I'm saying Diddy's lawyers are right.
They're wrong.
They shouldn't have got to that.
They should have did that at the cross.
I think that's true too.
Yeah.
I think they fucked up.
Yeah.
And I think Diddy has a real argument for ineffective counsel, which might be the backdoor strategy here. No Diddy intended. But aside from the backdoor strategy,
you saying theoretically it should be exonerated. I agree with you.
Right. But I still think they have an argument that this should be thrown out because ultimately I want, whatever I think of Diddy, and I don't think much of Diddy, I still want defendants in general to be
have fair trial.
Yeah, to have a fair trial. Yeah. And somebody bringing in some shit. If Cudi had said, "Look, Diddy told me he burned it,"
yeah, that's different.
Then that's fine.
That's not hearsay.
But I'm like, he fucking told you what car.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which any reasonable person would say because you think they're wearing a wire.
Of course.
So I understand why Diddy will want this thrown out. Is all I'm saying, and I hate that it went down that way. And I believe Cudi. I believe Cudi 100%.
I'm sure a bunch of people believe that this is the truth.
Yeah, but that's
what
not how the
we
law
believe
works.
to be the truth and what you can prove is the truth are two totally different things. And I think that his lawyers and them dropped the ball on that.
They totally dropped the ball. But
I think that.
But the thing that I keep thinking
that could be strategy.
Maybe they're trying to prepare for ineffective counsel, some shit where look, there was some shit here where clearly,
I mean, like
y'all say that. I don't view that way.
What do you mean?
What do you think?
Like with the whole ineffective counsel thing, because they didn't object while Kid Cudi was up there. If you know someone, I must say Kid Cudi is another star witness. All the reports I've read, that's how they reacted to him. If you know that all of his testimony, you might have a chance of taking out. Maybe you let him go. Maybe that's a strategy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
that's what I'm saying. So maybe they can appeal for ineffective counsel because this was so obvious that they should have objected to.
I don't understand.
Y'all saying two totally different things.
I'm not saying that happens for him to file for ineffective counsel. I'm saying if the counsel is great, maybe their strategy together is to let all of that go and have all of it stricken.
Oh, which is why I say I agree. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, and that's why I say I think they're right from making this approach. I think it's the right call.
And I agree with you that they're doing the right thing here.
Yo, let's keep it a buck though.
The jury can't unhear what they heard.
That's what I was about to say.
And that's the hard part.
The jury cannot unhear what they heard.
I heard this shit.
Right. And but the truth is, they already heard that shit before they got to court.
Yeah,
too.
but I ain't see the pictures of the car.
Yeah, that's true.
None of us saw the pictures of the car.
And I didn't know that. I knew about him blowing.
I didn't know about the gifts and the house and the
gifts
dog
and breaking in the house and all that other shit. That's more diabolical than him blowing up my car.
Yeah, that's some cold-blooded
shit.
He
broke in my house. He disarmed the alarm and put my dog in the bathroom and unwrapped my gifts.
Not to be toxic. Not to be toxic.
What are we talking about? That's way scarier than a nigga throwing a Molotov cocktail in your car.
Not to be toxic, but if my wife ever were to date somebody else, and I don't know if she hears this part of the podcast, I'd like to think
it's buried deep enough.
I'd like to, I hope so. But I'd like to, actually, I may send this to her.
Dan Marino on you?
I do this. This is the level of petty and diabolical that I aspire to be. I don't support anything Diddy has done. But I understand the idea of tracking down, particularly if she were like cheating, not so much like if we break up. If you break up, you move on with your life. But if there's just another nigga that's showing up or showing attention, I want to unwrap his gifts. His dog gonna go missing. You know what I mean? He may have a drop top that he didn't buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I alone in this? Flip, I know you understand. You've been married 19 more than 19 years.
17 years. Number one. Number two, you're not alone, but I'm not gonna elaborate. I learned how to edit myself, boy.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna elaborate.
Parks, you with me too, right?
No.
I ain't even gotta ask Ice. I already know. Ice ride with me.
Neutral Budden.